event. We had a real change in the market. And anytime you see, this kind of stuff, for years we had what we called the flash meeting, old school. I'd call these flash meetings, and I want to thank Adam Mowry for always being available to help, and he put this together for me, and Jonathan's participating, and I don't know if Chuck's here or not, but he's been around long enough to know that when
Here.
You hear, Chuck?
Yeah, Tom, I'm certainly listening in.
Yeah.
Get some tips.
Yeah,
and
but
tricks.
these guys have been with me a long time. And the nice thing is, in a snapshot, we could put something together that's meaningful for you, the customer. Nobody has this. And when you can grab an edge, I'm all about having an edge and taking risk. But when you can grab an edge like we can tonight by having this meeting before the action starts tomorrow morning, I want to give it to you because I know that, I told you my primary job was to try to keep you from losing money during the period of what I call a very frustrating period with all the rhetoric and all that. But once you get what I would call a solution, even though it might be temporary, you can take advantage of that. And that's what I've been waiting for. And it came, and I had to tell you. And the one thing that you get with DTI, we believe in the 24-hour market, and because we believe in the 24-hour market, and the VIX, just to give you an idea how important this news was, it's at 22. That thing's been above 24 for the last 2 weeks. It hadn't cracked. Tonight's the first crack in the VIX. Crude oil has dropped from $115 to $16, $17 a barrel, down as low as 91, currently at 97. And that's all happened. That's a crack in what the trend's doing. And I've been advising people, be careful, be careful, be careful, because I knew this day would come that would give us this edge. And we're going to take advantage of that. So I think we got something that you'll be very interested in. So let me get into it. I want to keep you up late. I want to watch this market, but I will warn you. I will warn you, okay? And I want you to know about this. I will warn you. Unless you're planning on staying up all night, I would not trade tonight. What I would do is get up early in the morning. That's when you get through Asia, you got Europe, and then you get ready to go. And it'll be a very simple notice. I'll get up tomorrow. I'm hoping I can go to bed at an early enough time and get up at my normal time, which is 4:30 to 5, and start making my postings inside TNT. I hope that works out. Now, there's always that caveat with me. If I get in some trades and it's worth my time, I'll stay up like the old days on an opportunity like this. But I don't advocate that, okay? It makes an awful long day. So I want to give you that warning up front, okay? Now, I do have a lot of clients out in California. This is made to order for them. And anyway, I just want to put that warning out there. There's risk in trading, and we'll talk about that as we go through this short presentation. In my opinion, this is a turning point in the odds. And when the odds turn, I'm going to be there. Oh, it's been killing me watching this market just jack up, jack down, wearing me out, because I knew that this too would end at some point in the future. And I was very, very thinking it had to come pretty quick, because it was very frustrating. I'll just put that out there, okay? Now, why was I so skeptical about the 8 p.m. ceasefire? How'd you know I was skeptical? You didn't see me going short this afternoon, did you? You didn't see me just saying, sell this, sell this, sell this, did you? The reason you didn't, I was very skeptical because the pattern that I've been seeing has been a little erratic, and I wanted to wait to 8 o'clock and see what happened. Well, it came about 6 o'clock, 6:30. The news came, and then of course the markets took off right when the futures opened. Okay, and I was very skeptical. My goal, remember, was not to lose money, and I was avoiding taking risks. Okay, and I'm first to tell you, I was on the sidelines avoiding that. Okay, but after I saw this, I said, "Hey, it all kicked in. And I've had a pretty decent day just from 6 o'clock to now. But I'll tell you, I pulled everything back because the market started at 8 o'clock tonight. But I hope I helped you during this period of time. And I'd love it, if you give me some feedback about it. I think I was doing everything possible to tell you how dangerous it was, telling you to trade light, do the whole thing. It's hard to do, isn't it, as a trader? That's why I was skeptical. Oh, by the way, I'm skeptical whether this thing's going to hold 10 days also. I'll just keep that in the back of my mind, out in the front. Now, when you see the Dow rise 2% in a period of about 30 to 45 minutes, up 2.7%, that is a change you can't ignore. It's not a good place to sell, okay? Like so many people do and lose their money, okay? No, that's a place to sit back and be very careful when you see this kind of action. Okay. And so that was another sign that I said, hey, we got it going. I want to review with you a little bit how the night's going to go. It's worked this way for 40 plus years. I learned this during my Globex days. We're in the Asian time period right now. The Asian time period goes from 6 o'clock Eastern time to 4:30. Okay. And then RB2 kicks in at 4:30 in the morning. That's when you get a good look at Europe, even though it's been open for an hour and a half or 2 hours. And then, of course, RB3, which will be the primary thing that sets the tone, RB3. Wouldn't it be great if I could be with you tomorrow after that first 30 or 40 minutes? How many people would think that'd be great if I could do that? Be with you during that time period and help you navigate that RB3 time period. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Okay. But anyway, that's the way the market plays out. And so I'm going to take advantage of it any way I can. I'm like all of a sudden, I got the numbers, I see the light, everything is perfect. And if you were listening this afternoon at the last meeting I had with you, I gave you some numbers. I got a lot of texts from people saying, hey, Tom, you said the market was going to go higher if the QQQ got above 4 or 588. The QQQ's at 606, folks. I think that's worthy of a attagirl, attaboy. Let me get straight, attaboy. Okay. Anyway, just want to throw that out there. Okay. So anyway, this is what we got to look at. Everybody's got the 24-hour clock. Keep your mind, these times are just as important they have been for 40 years. Trend changes and reversals happen at the break of those times. In other words, if we rally into Asia tomorrow morning, be careful. They'll probably correct it a little bit. Okay? Keep that in mind. Now, Jonathan, what I'd like to do before we went to the live market, can you I'd like you to do this for me and everybody else. Let me give you some breakout numbers and breakdown numbers for certain tickers before we go to the live market. Maybe create a slide, if you can, copy it and send it to my email where I can have it in the morning. You mind doing that?
Yeah, I can do that. Give me a moment, Tom, to kind of get set up for that, and then we'll have it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. I'll build them here first on the spreadsheet, and then I'll transfer it to the slides. And,
Okay, E-mini, breakout number 6838. Breakdown number is 6778.
Right.
The NASDAQ breakout number is 25188. Breakdown number is 24932. Crude oil, breakout number is 9855. Breakdown number is 9373. Gold, breakout number 4903. Breakdown number 4822. Silver, breakout number 78, silver futures. Breakdown number 7540. Apple, breakout number 26055. Breakdown number 257. AGQ, this is for my buddy Tom. Breakout number is 12550. Breakdown number is 120. The QQQ, new numbers. Breakout number is 608. Breakdown number is 602. Google, breakout number is 31447. Breakdown number is 310. NVIDIA, breakout number is 8455. Breakdown number is 182. MU, breakout number is 408. Breakdown number is 395. TQQ, I'm going to give it to you. 4855 is your breakout number. Breakdown number is 47. Got about $1.50 risk to get above 4855. Might be a safe way to play if you wanted to play it. Gold, GLD, breakout number 448.55, breakdown number 440.40. Here's one a lot of people have been looking for. SLV, breakout number 7055, breakdown number 6440. Oh, excuse me, I told you wrong. 6740. USO, just to gauge things. Breakout number 125.55, breakdown number 119. That's all the tickers I'm doing or I looked at. I will update these tomorrow sometime, but these are the numbers that will help you, okay? Nice trade, Kevin. Nice trade. Okay, those are the numbers. He's going to put that on a real nice sheet, hopefully, and send it to me, and I'll print it off on my end for me to have. But I wanted to do those numbers first. I like to frame what we're looking at, okay? And I just framed everything. I've been working on it ever since I decided to do this. I hope y'all can use these numbers to help you, guide you. And let's give Jonathan a little time. He'll let us know when he's ready to go to the live market.
Yeah, just give me a second here, Tom. That did not copy over like I thought it would, so. There, looks better.
Well, he's doing that. Just on a side note, I told everybody don't get into grains until after Thursday when they have the big monthly report. But if you look at it tonight, they're all in sales. So that was good advice too.
All right, Tom, we can go live.
Okay, you're gonna put it on my email where I can print it?
I'll take a snapshot and send it to your email, Tom, so you can print it that way. That'll be easiest.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate you doing that. Okay, let's go live. All right, first thing we want to talk about is psychology behind what happens. The market, I'd say 85%, maybe 90% of people don't even know this is happening. That's an edge. What's going to happen is that at some point between now and tomorrow morning, usually it happens between 1:30 and 2. Sometimes it happens between 5, okay? 5 o'clock, okay? Sometimes it happens then. But again, I'm not sure there will be what I call a big air pocket to wipe everybody out that was long, okay? That people get in and forget about it thinking they got it. The best time to take risks in this market, in my opinion, is waiting to about 10 o'clock after RB3. I want everybody to say yes, they understand. Okay. Now these numbers I gave you will be good until I update it in the morning on RB2. Jim asked that question. Great question, Jim. They're good throughout the night. Okay. Now, let's just show you how to use these numbers. Jonathan, we got a big event tomorrow, don't we? On the SPY, because the SPY closed at a certain number, didn't it? Where'd the SPY close?
I don't know where it closed, Tom, but we'll see where it opens in the morning. It opens right here.
I think the SPY's got a good chance of giving a buy signal for the month of April.
Yeah, it does. Sure does.
That's what I'm thinking. And that happens at what, Jonathan, 9:30 in the morning?
Yes, sir.
Does Jonathan know about the buy signal we're talking about?
Do I know about the buy signal we're talking
I know
about?
you know about it. Does everybody here know? I got a lot of new people here, Jonathan. You might explain what we're talking about.
Tom's referring to the first 3-day algo that he created. We call it the FTD algo. What it is, if I blow up the S&P futures here. If you didn't know this, on your roadmap, you can right click on a daily chart. You can right click, you can scroll over add, and you can click on focus lines. Now that puts some lines on there like a 14-day high, but the other lines here, this line here is the FTD algo high. This line,
Can you make it bigger where we could see it? Or which is the FTD high?
Yeah, I can only function with what roadmap provides me. So what I'll do is I'll keep explaining what it is for people that don't know what it is, and then I'll give you the actual numbers in the Zoom
Yeah,
chat.
okay, great. Keep going. Folks, this is fantastic information he's giving you. The key to the safe, so to speak.
The top line I've just wrote an H over is the FTD high, the high from the first 3 days of the month. That high is 66.61. That's on the S&P futures. The middle line here is the open of the month. This one right here. That's 65.62 for the month of April. And the bottom line is the low from the first 3 days of the month. That number is 6503. Now we're looking at the S&P futures, and you can see the S&P futures are clearly above this line right here, 3-day high. If we go over to the SPY, which is what our study of this indicator was based on, I'll just draw the lines in here. There's the 3-day high. There's the 3-day low. Those numbers are 659.72 as the high and 645.11 as the low. Now, when we did our study, I specifically wanted to find when the SPY opens at 9:30 above the 3-day high, the FTD high, the first 3 days of the month high, to avoid, or to, I say, attempt to avoid your typical whipsaw action where something breaks out and then it fails. So to kind of factor that into our study, I looked for it when it opens above. And so tomorrow morning is the first chance we got. And if we stay right here, it will clearly open above the 3-day high for the month of April.
Which throws S&P 500 into a buy signal. And 75% of all stocks follow the S&P 500. You get the drift here, folks? This is a big day tomorrow morning, 9:30 in the morning. Okay.
And the important part is going to be, if you're at Trade and Trade this afternoon, the important part tomorrow morning, assuming everything stays where it's at, is what happens with reference bar 3. And if we see some follow through, that's where the value of the reference bars come in. And Tom, you're going to be live for a special meeting tomorrow morning, as far as I was told, right?
Right. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second, because it's going to be, I've got something that I've got technology up my sleeve. I'm going to use it. Okay. So we'll get to that in a little bit.
Sounds good. Yep.
So after you get past the first 30 minutes tomorrow, which I think is maybe, since the war started, the most important 30 minutes that you'll have to focus on, in April. That's that important.
Yeah, it's a 30 minutes that traders have been waiting on for over a month here, Tom.
Yeah. Think about it. Think about people that see the market up or read about the market being up. They're not doing what we're doing, preparing. They're sitting there, oh, the market's up. They're not breaking it down. So when they get in the morning, I've got right now, I started this thing when it happened. I've got probably 2 hours of study already on where the soft spots are. You now have the best information I have to go into tomorrow morning. Those numbers I gave you will be very carefully observed as we get through the night. Again, I said I'll update it when? RB2 in the morning. That happens between 4:30 and 5. And hopefully I get up on a normal sleep schedule to do that.
Now, Tom, I got a question for you, because I'm here to learn as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of people here that may not know that stocks trade. They have an important opening price at night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And
right.
I recycled my roadmap, so I want to see if Apple, for instance, I'm not sure if I'll be showing 8 p.m. Eastern time here. We'll see.
I've got the times for most of it if I can give them to you if you want me to do that.
Well, I just want to, like, if we take from the slides that we built out here on Apple, if I go back to the slides real quick,
Mhm.
you've got a topside number of 260.55. And I don't want to throw too much information out to confuse people. So the 1800 open is 258.65, which is about right in the middle of that range. So my question to you is do you pay more attention to this high-low frame on a night like this, day like tomorrow, or do you pay more attention to that 8 p.m. Eastern open, or do you kind of just you as your own unique
Yeah,
trader?
basically what I did, Jonathan, I gave in the conclusion, but I do pay attention. Like Apple opened at 259.21 at 8 o'clock. Just to give you an example, opened 259.21, which is the opening at 8, but my breakout number is 260.55. Okay. So I just gave in the conclusion rather than the inside guts of what I look at. So that
Got it.
allows me, if I was trading Apple tonight, if it got above 260.55, I'd say if I'm not going to stay up all night, I'd get out if it got below that opening, that 259.20.
I see what you're saying.
That's how I would use it. I don't really think I'm going to stay up tonight because I've done the work. I know the risk gets lower for me in the morning. And risk is one thing that guides my thinking. And so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, don't pull a 1 or 2 o'clock night and then mess up, not be up at the 4:30 to 5 time. You got to manage yourself, right? Especially since I know the 9:30 to 10 time tomorrow is the most important time in the last month. So I got to be sharp by that time. I'm just thinking, I'm telling you what's going through my mind, okay? Now, if you're in California, it might be a different subject because, it's naturally, out there in California, it's still early. Just throwing it out there. Many nights I got up at 3:30 in the morning. Now in Easter time, I get to get up at 4:30. Okay, let me summarize. I gave you the playing field for tonight and into 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. You can use it if things set up and you're up. But the big money, I believe, will be made at 10 to 10:30 tomorrow. That's my thoughts, okay? This is a chance for you to charge in a lot of interest if you lost any money during this Iran war phase. Just telling you the way I'm thinking. I'm in pretty much cash. I got a few positions on, but nothing big. Just telling you. This is a big event, folks. It's a big event. Now, I told you, here's where I'm going to benefit from it without doing anything. I've been building a portfolio for the second half of the year. Y'all remember when Train and Trade, we spent so much time talking about selling put premium on stocks you wanted to own? Y'all remember me talking about that and stuff and talk about, I got some of those trades that are going to look very good because they're sure not going to go down to where I sold the puts at. And anyway, just throwing it out there. That's why we do that prep work and Train and Trade. All right, so a couple things I want you to take from what I did tonight. I gave you the playing field. It will be adjusted tomorrow morning. It will be adjusted. The first time you'll hear from me is in my TNT room in the morning. If you're a TNT member, you'll get information hot off the press when I wake up. The second time will be sometime that morning. Okay? Throwing that out there. Now, again, I'm skeptical about the ceasefire, but I'm going to take advantage of it as long as the market justifies it. Okay? But I do think we need to take our hats off to Jonathan Rowe, Adam Mowry, and Chuck Crow. These guys been right there with me, and they knew when I talked to Adam, game on. I don't let things like these opportunities go by. Okay? I think that's good. All right. Thank you for being here. I want to go back to the slides and wrap up and tell you what I'm thinking for those that are really interested. Now, who really wants to make some money? Who really wants to make some money? Let's go back to our slides. Most people get the headlines, but they don't get the translation. They will react late because they don't have a clean read. We follow the numbers. I love having an edge when I know that the odds are extremely in my favor. I will tell you right now, the signal recognition will be extraordinary as we go into tomorrow. I was very patient. I protected myself during this thing. I hope you protected yourself. So I think it's time we do it. The best way I can help is by not giving you more noise. It's by giving you something practical you can use tomorrow morning. I have a lot of choices to tell you to go to. We just built the MTI dashboard. That things are going to be moving quick. So this is the best way I believe you can participate on a move like this. So I decided what I would do tomorrow is be live with all my dashboard people at 10:30. Why the dashboard? Because there's so many opportunities that we can take advantage of. I'm gonna let the technology help me find them. And it's the most direct path based on 3 or 4 years of information off MTI to get us there. The most direct path from information to action. Tomorrow morning, the dashboard will become a legend for people with me. It takes MTI, a great program, to the total. This is the best option to buy on this particular day. The first alert window you'll be watching is after 10 o'clock. I'll be watching it with you. I'll show you how to take that alert and show you how to turn that into money. Does that sound good for people? It's going to happen tomorrow. I'm telling you tonight. The dashboard will pick out the opportunities, and then I will take it and make it sing. That's a promise that I will do tomorrow. We'll break it down, and you can have that edge with me if you want to join me. We'll analyze the market, interpret it. I'll give you my updated numbers, and then we go to the dashboard, and we're ready to trade. No muss, no fuss. The advanced trading MTI course, we're still in the beta phase, but you can join me. And I've got a little special treat for everybody. You can get a lifetime version tonight, be part of it. I might do more of these at 10 in the morning if this lasts, but dtitrader.com/dash 904-706-3532. And here's what I'm going to leave you with, okay? Try it for 30 days. If it doesn't work for you the way I say it'll work for you, get your money back. I can't be doing something like that, putting my time and effort and showing you how it works. So be with me. It removes it, the fear of it. It lets you upgrade tonight. Once you get upgraded tonight, go into one click and be with me in the morning. I will have mine up and running for you during the session. I'll show you the importance of what I'm talking about tomorrow. This is my plan. Be part of it. This is all I got. And if you already have it, you already got it. Wendy says she's already got it. She's ready to go. See you at 10:30. Okay? Don't miss out. Any questions asked now. Understand, you got a free trial for 30 days if you take it tonight. Adam, anybody that signs up tonight, given 30 days, okay? That's the plan. Don't be late. I'll be firing off after 10:30. Don't be late if you've got the dashboard. I did do a top 10 list. Monday morning I did it. Jonathan, I can't do any more than this. Y'all have a good night. And folks, if you're not excited, I don't know how to get you more excited than this. Yep. My goal is not to stay up too late and be there at 4:30 and 5 to give you some new numbers in TNT. I gave you a lot. I hope you're ready. Let's make some money together. That's all I got. Any questions? Now's the time to ask. I covered a lot, but I think what I did will help you. I don't know if they're going to replay it. Jonathan, you're going to replay everything we did, give everybody a repeat?
Hey, T-Buzz, I can replay it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
If you want to hang around here